Nobody's life is a 24/7 documentary.
You bring in authenticity to everything you do.
I'm like very careful and prepared, and you are like a loose cannon.
I gotta have good arm candy when I go pumpkin picking.
Like, these are not people whose opinions we should be caring about, like, at all.
Yeah, it's like either jump on the bus or jump in front of the bus. Like, they want you.
God, the algorithm had you and wouldn't let go.
That it's not just turn on your phone, snap a quick video, hit upload, and you're done.
We're all just human having human experiences for the first time here, you know? Welcome back to Then and Now. I'm Patty.
And I'm Larry. And today we're going to be talking about social media, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. And I say welcome back because when was the last time we recorded one? Like over a month ago?
It's been a month and a half.
Yeah.
Life gets in the way.
Life gets in the way. Lots of social media got in the way. What a lot of people don't know is I have a new agency, and I've like quadrupled the amount of ads that I did this summer over last, and that took a lot of our time. And Avery was in 2 different main stage productions. That took a lot of time. Like, it just was like a crazy summer. We didn't really have a summer, really.
The summer of 25 is the summer that wasn't summer.
Yes. So something had to give, and what gave for the last month was this podcast, but we are back. And it seemed you decided it was fitting. We have a lot of topics coming up, but you decided that this one was perfect because of the kind of summer we had.
Well, social media sort of got in our way a little bit with you taking on the extra workload. And I don't think anybody that's not in that space understands that it's not just turn on your phone, snap a quick video, hit upload, and you're done.
No, it was super stressful, but good, in a good way. Like, it was kind of an honor to be able to do all that, but so much more time consuming than like I've had to adjust. Like, something had to give, you know, like just the amount of time that I put in. The first thing I think we should talk about is that even though we're titling this episode social media, it's not really social media anymore. We were talking about that yesterday, right? It's like entirely entertainment media, what you call mass media.
Well, it is. It's a new mass medium. It's not, I mean, there's still social aspects to it. People still bring their social lives into the media. But, I mean, I think more Facebook than anything.
I don't think I've posted to Facebook in, could it be possibly 10 years? No, it can't be 10 years. 8 years? A long time.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you post.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know you were on there.
I mean, right now,
I didn't know.
I mostly post on Instagram, but everything has changed. Like, the mass media thing is like, my account right now is at a point where, like, I just posted something yesterday, something that I find really interesting, and it got like almost no reach, and I'm leaving it because I like it. I find it an interesting topic, but I feel like now that it's this like massive entertainment thing, somebody who has a public account like me, it's like you post and you don't know if what you posted is going to be seen by 200 people, by 2 million people, anything in between. Like, you have no idea. Who knows? And out of all those people that see it, is it going to be your intended audience? Is it going to be crickets? Is it going to be like a mob of angry trolls? Like, you won't know till you post. Right?
And I think
it's like,
you don't
like the
know,
Wild
but
West.
I think more, what I'm noticing more is if I post a story, more people that follow me, like, it's like, I feel like more friends see stories than actual posts, even on Instagram or Facebook. It's like, you can see who's looking at your stories, and it's like, I feel like stories get more reach anymore than an actual post.
They do. Yeah, they do. Like, I will definitely sometimes post, and my story will be seen by a lot of people, and then post something to my feed. It's like the opposite of what it used to be. Do you miss chronological feeds as much as I do, like the old Instagram? I miss it so much.
Yes.
And how long do you think it'll be before somebody starts something that brings back the true social media, like the social in social media, and it's chronological and 100% reach of followers? I'm surprised nobody's thought of it yet.
But I think everybody's so conditioned to new things. So I don't know if anybody's even looking.
Yeah.
Like, it's like everything progresses, and the progression has been away from that. So is anybody going to regress back to that?
Is that a regression? Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, I would consider it a regression because it's already, well, not in a bad way. Like, I'd like to see that, but I feel like everybody that the powers that be at the social media are looking for new and different and better. They're not going to go, somebody's not going to recreate a wheel that once was.
Yeah. Well, the goal of these platforms is to keep everybody on them as long as possible, which means like every piece of content posted is tested for like mass entertainment value. And it's almost like you have to reinvent the wheel every time. Like there's nobody going to see your post who's like already got the context of who you are and what you post about. It's like you have to like reintroduce things every time. And I feel like, I don't know, like if I want to see the people that I actually follow, what I do is I go to my following tab and I like scroll down and see who I haven't seen in a while. And then I go to their profile and I catch up. Like that's what I do. I actually prefer that to scrolling the entertainment feed.
Well, you're advanced. I would never think of that.
Oh my God, I do that like fairly regularly.
But it's funny, like you say, like the just scrolling, like I feel like the algorithms have gotten so smart. Like last night, the algorithm had me. And
oh my God, the algorithm had you and wouldn't let go.
I haven't laughed that hard.
You couldn't stop laughing at memes, and they were pretty funny. But it was like one after another. It's almost like if you spend a certain amount of time on a particular one, or if you send it to people, now you're going to see like 10 more like it. But that's what they want. They want people sucked in and on this app for like an hour, just laughing, right?
Yeah.
I know it's like water under the bridge, but I would way rather when I post something have it be seen just by people who follow me and not go viral. Like going viral it's like a double-edged sword. Like it's not easy to go viral. I don't think people realize like what the experience of what it actually is. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like we said, the good, bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, so we're
you get the good, but there's definitely the bad and the ugly that comes along with a viral post.
Right. But I don't think the average person really, like every once in a while I'll post something like either in my stories, like I'll refer to some kind of hate comment and then I get messages like people are shocked because like the stuff that we post is so generally like feel good, innocent. Like I don't really post anything controversial, but people still, I don't know. It's just like, it can get so hostile and it can be taxing on your mental health. Like if you're not prepared for it.
And it definitely taxes your mental health. Like I feel like I can laugh it off a little bit.
You laugh at everything. It's not even like I take the word seriously. Like I have a pretty good sense of self and like I'm fairly, I don't know what's the word, evolved at my age. Like I know exactly what's true about me and what's not. And it's not even like people can hurt me with words, but it gets like so exhausting to be the target of someone's projections or like just like to feel like a wave of like hostility. It's just bizarre. It's really bizarre.
The way I look at it is like, all right, this comment's coming from, and then I have a mental picture of who's making the comment, sitting at their keyboard or sitting on their phone and where they're sitting and what they're doing. And I'm like, all right, tough guy, bring it.
Yeah. But there's also like different types. Like you've got like the garden variety trolls that are like the anonymous accounts who just make sport of it. And then there's just people like when you're sharing parts of your life and parts of yourself, there are people who are going to see that and not like everyone's going to react to it differently. There's going to be, everyone has their own like triggers and their own, I don't know, project things onto you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I understand that. Like during the time that I was going through, what year did Facebook start? Was it around the time when I was going through all my miscarriages?
I don't remember. Probably. I mean,
yeah. I can remember a time where, I don't know if I was on like my second miscarriage or something and it would be hard to to see certain things, but I don't know. I guess I just had like enough self-awareness to know I just need to like not look at this. I need to like not follow it or whatever. Whereas so many people just feel like it's appropriate to use you as like a punching bag or something. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because you're low-hanging fruit. It's easy.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to use somebody in public. You're not going to walk up to somebody that you see in public and say what you're going to say and there's comment on a social media post.
Yeah.
I mean, very few people would. True. And very few people who make those comments would stand by them if you ever saw them in the street and called them on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't need people like blowing smoke. I actually love conversations. That's why I posted the thing I posted yesterday. I love differing viewpoints. I even love respectful debate. Like disagree with me, but just, sorry, I'm grooming you. Disagree with me. Just do it respectfully. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, if I disagree with you, are you going to like block me?
Not, because you disagree with me respectfully. You see the difference? My block and delete buttons get kind of a workout. I'm just trying to think of an example of something that I would post that would get like some crazy stuff in the comments. Like if I post about having Avery in my 40s, that would be a good one. Like sometimes, like I'm totally fine with conversation or people that like disagree, or like if somebody says like, oh, better you than me, I would never want to have a baby in my 40s. I love my empty nest. Like, fine, that's great. Or if somebody says like, I'd be afraid to have a baby at that age because of like the increased risk, and weren't you afraid? Like that's all just conversation. But when somebody comes onto my video and says things like, nice job, dumbass, like your daughter's not even good, you're not even going to know her name by the time she's 20, dumbass, like delete, block, like trapdoor, lesson block, like see, you wouldn't want to be a, like it's just it's kind of a crazy world.
And it's funny what triggers people. Like some of the stuff that people have said that have been, like, people have been triggered by on your post. It's like, really? Like, that's what you have to worry about?
Yeah.
I mean, move on.
Speaking of people angry about women having babies like past 35 or 40 or whatever the age they've deemed, too old, the girl on YouTube who was like leaving so many hate comments on my videos. She was leaving the most hateful, she somehow found my phone number and left a voicemail, and it was horrendous and violent. It was like so gross. And then we're allowed to say it? So your detective friend did some sleuthing, and on one of her nasty comments, because on YouTube you can't block people. You can remove their comments, but you can't block them. So I replied with like, I said her real name
and her address.
And we didn't tell her we had her address. I didn't say that. I didn't want her to freak out.
We had your address.
So I called her by her real name, and I said, I asked her if her employer at her place of work would like to know what she's been up to online and on the phone, and she panicked and deleted everything.
Yeah.
Like these are not people whose opinions we should be caring about, like at all.
Well, that's what I mean by people.
It does weigh on you when you have a public account, when you have to deal with like so many random people's like projected unhappiness or whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, some of them are just straight sociopaths. Like I didn't realize there's a book that I read about the book. I didn't read it yet, but it's like The Sociopath Next Door or something. There's an article about how lots of the anonymous accounts that just spend their time trolling are like straight sociopaths. Like you can't even, like, just got to delete them and block them and move on. And then there's like the people who enjoy rage bait, who they say such ridiculous things that they don't even, there's no way they even like agree with themselves. They just love like throwing a grenade into a comment section and then like getting out the popcorn. Like this is how people spend their time, but it is what it is.
Because it's media. It's not, that's not social media. That's mass media,
Exactly.
but it's interactive mass media. Like
Exactly.
It'd be like if you were able to watch your favorite sitcom and make comments about what they're doing on the TV, but you can't. Like you have to just sit there and watch the TV and keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at somebody's account, you can say what you want to say.
Yeah.
I mean, to a degree, people. And then there's the people who post things and just shut the comments off because they know they're going to get lit up.
There's a lot of people who turn their comments off because they just don't want to deal with the ugliness, but I don't want to do that because then I miss the good connections,
Those are the ones you want to see, and that's the social part of it, really, is
it makes it worth it. Like some of the messages that I've gotten over the years that like something that I posted about was helpful to someone, they make the garbage worth it, but it still does like weigh on you a little bit after a while. I know you don't think so, but I'm a little more sensitive than you.
Yeah.
Like you just laugh your ass off at some of the comments we get, and I'm like, oh, all right, I guess that is kind of funny. I guess.
You have to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it is It is what it is. A lot of it, I feel like, is more jealousy than anything. Like, what are you, like, you're sitting in your hole trolling, like,
it's hole. You really do have like a painted picture of these people, don't you?
I do. I definitely do.
That's probably why you think it's so funny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it easy to laugh at.
Yeah. And then I don't even know if I want to get into this topic. I think it's something for another episode, but I have seen a lot of conversations, commentary, whatever you want to call it, about how sometimes people will say that their favorite creator or whatever, someone that they follow, the more followers they get and the more they start doing things like more money, more opportunities, more events they go to, and more in the public eye, they start to become like more fake and less authentic and less themselves. And they think that that's because of like fame or money or whatever. I have experienced like the underside of it all, like the hostility seems to rise in like direct proportion to your following. So as you get, like when something goes viral and you get like a big jump in a following, at least for me, like my nervous system has to adjust to it. And I think what happens, especially with like, we live in such a hostile environment right now with like world events and the things in the news going on, and everybody just wants to fight with everybody. And I think the bigger of an audience that you have and the more people you're reaching, I think people start to become like protective of themselves. Like they start to almost build like a little wall around their like authenticity, because it's such a vulnerable thing to like be yourself with, like you have to adjust to that number of eyeballs. Do you know what I mean? Like I think most people would love to still be authentic if the world was less reactive to somebody being authentic.
Well, I mean, in being authentic, you mean like speaking your mind and
speaking
like,
your mind
like
on
your
pretty much
self.
anything.
Yeah.
Or not even speaking your mind necessarily about like public events or things going on in the news, even just telling like a vulnerable story about how you felt about something, or I don't know, like there's just some cruelty like out there when people do that.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because
there's also cruelty.
We're all just human having human experiences for the first time here,
But there's also cruelty if you don't speak out. Like people think that when you get a bigger following and you have like you're going to be able to affect change, like you should be using your platform to affect change, and that's not what that's not what you got into it for. Like, and anybody who wants to watch you is not coming to watch you because you want to get all political and affect change on something. It's not the place. Like if you wanted to do that, start another channel that says Patty Schmidt's Politics. Let's get ugly. Like, but that's not.
We are going to talk about politics at some point, just not this episode. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that topic. But I do think sometimes when people like want you to like speak on a certain, it can be anything. It can be anything that's like polarizing. It's not like they're expecting you to change their minds, or it's not like they really want to hear what you think and have a respectful conversation. I feel like the people that are the loudest about that, what they really want is for you to validate their opinion, or they want you to acknowledge that you don't validate their opinion so that they can like cancel you or attack you or whatever. It's not like, do you think anyone's ever changed their mind because a content creator posted an opinion about something? Like,
no.
It's just like, it just makes your comment section yet another place for people to fight.
Yeah, it's like either jump on the bus or jump in front of the bus. Like they want you to like take a side, dive all in.
And we all know where to go if we want to debate and watch debate and be involved in debate and learn about what's going on and have our minds changed or whatever. Some of us just need a break from like the constant stress.
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of people, social media is like a little oasis from that, or at least the people, if they choose to follow people who, I don't know.
That oasis is drying up.
Oh my God.
Unless you get the algorithm I had last night. Well, actually, some of the stuff I laughed at, some people might not laugh at. So,
oh my God. Well, probably not. Probably not. You don't have the most politically correct sense of humor.
My sense of humor is right on point.
It is, but we have a lot of delicate sensibilities right now. The other thing that I think is so interesting is like, and I've kind of really, no, I haven't evolved. I've always kind of been the same with what I post, but the environment around it has evolved. Like this idea of what's real versus fake, like what is created for social media or to paint a certain picture or whatever. So my account started as a portrait photographer.
Yeah.
And by definition, portrait photography is creating an image of like perfection, like a perfect moment. Everyone's dressed beautifully. Everyone loves each other. Everyone's laughing at each other. It's going in a big, thing on the wall or whatever. And
I mean,
so
that's the goal. Not necessarily always what you get.
Yeah.
But.
I don't know. I was pretty good at getting that for people, but it's a real moment, but it's like a teeny tiny fraction of that family's reality. They were probably like arguing at breakfast that morning or whatever. But
I mean, arguing when the camera's not on them.
True.
There's
Yeah.
definitely stories of them arguing while you're getting reset, ready to
Definitely.
shoot another frame, and they're
Oh my
like,
gosh, I could go off on a tangent on this. But yeah, so portrait photography is not just like technical know-how with cameras. Like you basically have to be sort of almost like a psychologist a little bit. You'd like know how to like get everyone relaxed and know how to like talk to people about this or that, or people share their what they're most insecure about, so that you know how to photograph them. Like there's just like so many layers to it. My account started with portrait photography of clients, like my Instagram account. I had a personal Instagram, but that was private and it remains private. My main account started out with portrait photography, and then after I got pregnant with Avery, I started sharing more like personal photography and my personal thoughts. And because of the nature of Instagram at the time, it was very much focused on creative photography. And Instagram itself had the weekend hashtag project. Do you remember that? That was when
vaguely, yeah.
And they featured one of my photos, and that's when I got like my first 20,000 followers. It was like, felt like such a huge deal at the time. But Instagram at that time in like 2016, that was my mom. My phone is off, but I recently.
What was that photo? Do you still have that photo?
Oh, I do still have that photo. It was so the weekend hashtag project was something that Instagram did to encourage creative photography. So they would pick a hashtag called the weekend hashtag project, and then that would be for the week, and then everybody would post their creative photos, and then they would pick like 5 or 6 to feature. And that one was called it was WHP for weekend hashtag project. So it was hashtag WHP mini. And I posted with that hashtag a picture of, that was when the boys were always like tossing Avery in the air, and I would take cute pictures of it. And it was when we were in Bermuda, and she was like in the air in one of her little, I don't know, like cute little ruffly bathing suits.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was the mini weekend hashtag project, and it got featured. And that was actually my first experience with haters and horrendous.
Well, because Avery was in the air.
Oh my God. The comment section on Instagram's posts, it was people were like, call the authorities. This child should be taken from this family. This is so dangerous. It was insane. It was like the craziest thing. But wait.
She's alive.
She's alive.
And she flew many times.
And now they're tossing Lilu around. But wait, so where was I going with this? Oh, so this image of perfection that comes. So I would post like staged photos. All of my Instagram feed at the time was just staged creative photos. And at one point, like it kind of shifted. I don't know if you remember this, but we were in Hawaii. There was like a lot of talk about like pretending things are perfect and airbrushed and you're not being real, and like stop pretending things are perfect. That was sort of like the vibe at the time. Like Instagram shifted from creative photography to like authentic sharing. And I remember we were in Hawaii when Avery was 3, and I was just, posting all of my beautiful edited photos that I liked to take, and I still like to do. And we were at Turtle Bay, and it started torrentially raining. And at the same time, Avery had a like full-blown tantrum about something. And it was just kind of funny. Like, and I thought it was funny that I was like posting these beautiful sunset sets of these beautiful photos. So I took a video of 3-year-old Avery like hysterically crying in this rainstorm, and like just I was like, I'm gonna just try this, and I posted it to my stories, and I wrote The Other Side of Vacations, and then I like sat with it, and I was like, why does this just doesn't feel right? It doesn't feel right, and it had nothing to do with trying to pretend that we didn't have moments like that. It just felt like invasive of Avery. It felt weird. It was like it wasn't my like comfort zone at all. So I ended up deleting it. And then I realized that posting staged photos of our family basically to me felt like a layer of like protection from public perception, because it's a staged photo. It's not like a real like vulnerable thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt like it put like a layer, like a plexiglass window or something. I don't know how to explain it. And now I feel like it's getting to a point where maybe it's because it's so saturated, but people are sharing so much of that, of like rawness and tears, or like things that are like super decidedly not shiny and pretty. And then, so what happens now is I see a lot of like trying to get attention, being dramatic, oversharing. Let's normalize keeping things private. Like, I feel like it's swinging back the other way. Like, oversharing is considered to be like not desirable.
Well, again, like that's the social media aspect of it. Like it's like you're being social. You're sharing a little bit of your life and like an insight to your life. Like, and is that always going to be pretty? I mean, some people may curate it so it's always pretty, but
yeah. I think too, like when the story that I'm talking about in Hawaii with Avery's tantrum is like that's not me sharing something about myself. Like, that's our daughter. And when you share family content, like we sometimes do, it's not always my story to tell. Do you know what I mean? Like the hard things of life. Like, I have shared about my scoliosis. I have shared about my miscarriages and my fertility journey and having Avery. Like, it's one thing to share something that is like your story just about you. And it's another thing to share like things about family members that aren't your story to share. Do you know what I mean? And we're so like, our daily life and experience is so tied up with our family that I posted something like not related to family at all, because I really have pulled back on family stuff in the last like year or two. And I got this angry message from a longtime follower. I followed you for fun family content. I didn't follow you for this. And if you don't bring back the family stuff, I'm unfollowing. And I was like, well,
bye.
I mean, no, I was nice to her. I was like, I completely understand how you feel. And I wish you the best. But like, not everything is like always rosy, and like not like sometimes like when someone you love is struggling, or like it makes sense to take a break from posting family stuff, or you don't. I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, not everything is okay to share when it's someone else's life and not yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like you and I have no problem sharing. Well, I have no problem sharing anything.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're going.
Yeah. Like, I follow some people who post like a lot of really raw stuff, and they get criticized for it. And again, like, do you ever see when someone's posting something, people will say like, TMI, we didn't need to know this. I want to go back to before I knew this about you, or like all these like funny ways of saying like, stop sharing so much. Yeah, you're crossing a line. This is way too much. But you know what's interesting is I read a lot of books, more so before internet, but I still do. And I've noticed that when someone, like, say, a celebrity writes a memoir and they share, like, I just recently read Pamela Anderson's book and it was excellent. And she shares so much intensely private stuff in there. But when you share it in the form of a book, it's considered to be like brave and like, I don't know, it's cathartic or something.
Well,
but share the same.
People have to actually like dive in to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, it's not like any moron can just see it. Like,
Yeah.
most people don't have the initiative to read books, so most people are never going to see it. So it's like it's a different medium. It's like,
yeah. And I don't think somebody taking the time to go and buy a book and read it is gonna like go stalk someone and send hate to them. Whereas like in a social media feed, mass entertainment feed, you're like an easy target for someone who wants to like crop dust hate to whoever's in their path. Right?
Yeah.
I can really go on a tangent, can I?
You can. I'm just here to banter. Like, I don't have the outline.
I'm the one looking at my notes, because I'm the one who makes notes, and then he's just, so this is like our yin and yang. I'm like very careful and prepared, and you are like a loose cannon, ready to go.
I mean, I made notes and then I threw my notes out at you, and then I'm like, well, I don't know where they fit into your outline. So I have my notes, and when they're ready to fall into the outline, I'll maybe throw them out there.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, the other thing that I think is funny, and we should probably talk about this because we are, in fact, a couple, and we, in fact, post on social media. But there's, I see a lot of like, happy couples don't need to post on social media. Like, the happiest couples don't post each other or whatever.
No, and because they're not happy.
That's not true. I actually think that you can be very happy online or off, or you could be miserable online or off. And I think like, so during quarantine, like that would be, so 2020, that was when it became very popular, at least maybe TikTok popularized it, was couple content, like funny trends that couples do together. Like there were a lot of like couple accounts that like shot to big followings very quickly. And all they posted was like cute or funny or whatever, couple things. And then I feel like quite a few of them before too long, like broke up, and there was like no indication that they were anything other than happy. And I think maybe that like that sort of like soured that sort of thing to people. Like, oh, there's these people like pretending that they have this great relationship, and then they announce a breakup like out of the blue. So I don't know. I feel like maybe that happens with couples who, like young couples who don't really have a solid foundation yet. Like maybe it's hard to take the scrutiny of being online. But I think when you have a foundation as solid as we do, it's not really a concern. If it ever became a concern, I'd be like off social media so fast, but it's just not been an issue for us.
No. Can we turn the camera off a minute so I can get mad?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, can we turn the camera off so I can ask you if I can say something? Is there something you want to tell or talk about?
No, I'm happy.
Okay. You're happy?
I'm joking.
You're joking.
I'm being facetious.
Okay.
Because nobody knows what goes on when the camera's not on us.
This is very true. This is very true. So when we went to, so we've gone on 2 trips alone in the last couple of years, and both of them were hotel collaborations.
We've gone on
and they were both
2 trips alone in the past 40 years.
That's true. I know. Oh my God. That's one thing. Well, we're going to talk about that in a different episode, but that's something I would change if I could go back. But when we went to, was it Maroma, the most recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to what was the name of the hotel? It was in Maroma, Mexico. A couple people on TikTok got mad about, we posted some I made like a vlog that was like kind of lovey-dovey and like set up the tripod. Some people don't like that. Like when you set up the tripod, they think if there's a tripod, it's not authentic. And I'm here to say that those 2 trips were like pretty freaking romantic. And if anything, we when we set up the tripod, we like toned it down.
Yeah.
Like we had a good time.
Well, I mean, there's 3 tripods here, and we're real.
We're real. We're authentic. I mean, I'm a little self-conscious, but I'm still sharing real things. I'm not like making shit up.
I'm not making shit up either.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
So that is the real versus fake thing, and I think we touched on this a little bit in another episode, but the idea of doing things for social media. So when you have an account like us, a lot of the times I feel like our account is like a combination of highlights. So like a highlight reel. So that would be like a vacation or, like a day trip or a holiday or something
but
fun.
Everybody's,
that's a highlight reel.
So the thing about that is it is a highlight reel, and we're recording things and we're doing things, but how many people do the same thing and have all that stuff that sits on a phone and then you lose it and it's gone forever? So a lot of stuff, like I'll be thankful in 30 years to look back and say, oh, we posted that. It's somewhere we can see it. Whereas people who are, all right, let's go pick pumpkins, and they take videos of picking pumpkins and then it lives on their phone till their phone dies and then it's gone. Like,
yeah.
So it's sort of like the days of when we had film and we shot film photos. At least you have those things. Like you can pull them out at some point. And, it's not like, let's go pick pumpkins and we're going to act like we're picking pumpkins so we have something to post. No, we're going to go pick pumpkins and we're going to video of it and we're going to post it because it's fun.
Right.
And that's social.
I'm trying to think of what I would do differently with that if we've gone back to like a lot of those activities because of having Avery. Like last year, would we have gone pumpkin picking just with Larry and Gavin? I don't know, but I think we all try to like rally and do these things for Avery. But it's fun because we all kind of get to relive the best parts of like our childhood and boys' childhood. It's like we get to do it again. So even without social media, we would still be doing those things. Like I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Probably the only difference is like. Well, no, I was going to say maybe I wouldn't like put makeup on or like try to dress nice, but I think I still would because even before social media, I always had a camera. I was always trying to take family photos. I was always doing that.
And you
before
always
social
want to
media,
look hot
it was
for me. Like I gotta have good arm candy when I go pumpkin picking.
You don't seem to see a difference between me looking like roll out of bed versus dressed up. Really, you just seem to like it all. But
I do like it all, but like if I'm gonna go out and pick pumpkins, you got to look hot because you're with me. You gotta make me look good.
Oh my God, he's kidding, people. He's kidding. But wait, you, my train of thought just went somewhere.
You would still be doing this even.
Yeah,
if
like
there was
before
no
social media, I went through my scrapbooking phase. I would have brought my camera and I would have been like, okay, now everybody over here. And I would have been like doing the stuff for something else or for a frame or a Christmas card. Oh my God.
Tell your mom to leave us alone.
So what I was going to say was, so yes, we still do the same things, except I might make a little vlog about it or something. But don't you think that there is some, we've talked about this in the past. So does social media, does it reflect reality or does it shape reality? Like, I think there's a lot more, we talked about gender reveals and things like that people do for social media, right?
Well, I mean, it's not like you were going to take a film photo
I
of
know.
a gender reveal and get it developed and send it out.
But we would still go on vacations. We would still do all that.
Yeah.
But like things like elaborate first birthday parties for your baby, I feel like that's a lot of it is for photo ops for social media. But I don't even know if that's like a bad thing. It's like you're promoting businesses that are on, like small businesses that are on there, or I don't know. And it's not like a terrible thing to have this experience for social media because you still had the experience, right?
Yeah.
You still did the thing and it was still fun. Like
and maybe you stepped it up a notch because it was on social media, but you're still doing the thing.
I mean, I shouldn't talk about first birthday parties because, do you remember Avery's first birthday party? It was a homemade cake with her cousins at our house. That was it. I don't think I even posted it. But I did, when she was a baby, stage and post other things for the purpose of sharing like my creativity with like other photographers and people who followed me. But in hindsight, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I have those photos. It was like all a good experience, you know? I don't know. I find it interesting, this, like, I think sometimes about, there is definitely, wouldn't you say that the line between wanting to do something because you want to do the thing, whether you post about it or not, and the line between that and doing something because you want to post, like, do you want the thing or to experience the thing, or do you want other people to see you have the thing or experience the thing? I wonder if there's, like, for a lot of people, sort of like a blur between that. Like, do you know what I mean, or not really?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And there's definitely people who do things because of social media. Like, people who would jump off something they're not necessarily going to jump off of, but there's a camera pointing at them. So, like, what the hell? I'm going to jump off and post a video.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely that.
Yeah. And it's not just for attention. Sometimes people are doing things like for their, like, I just saw like this funny video about how to have a successful online business and to get any reach for your business on social media, you have to do like silly things. You have to do things that you have to like be attention grabbing, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely changed a lot with regard to that. Not just social media, but algorithms and the way things get sorted to the top by how interesting they are, how much mass appeal they have.
Yeah.
So people are like jumping the shark and trying to do all these catchy things to be seen in an oversaturated platform.
Well, I saw that, like, I was on the treadmill the other day and I didn't get the full gist, but I could see the closed captioning, and there was a guy who runs a pizza place out in Long Island somewhere, and he was talking about how, like, their whole social media was just pictures of, like, chicken parm and meatballs and pizza and stuff like that. And he started doing, like, skits. Like, he did skits in the restaurant, and his business blew up. Yeah. Just because he, like, changed the way he approached social media.
And he gave the platforms what they want, which is entertainment value.
And it's like a localized social media. Like, it's, you know, I mean, everybody can get a kick out of it, but it's going to drive business to anybody who's within striking distance of where you are. It's going to drive business for you.
Yeah,
so it's
totally.
If you can use the medium correctly, it can be a benefit to your business or to, I mean, the entertainment value is a benefit to anybody who's sitting there scrolling and looking for something interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. So anybody who wants to have any degree of success online has to become an entertainer. And then the other thing, as far as what's real and what's fake, and like the line between that getting blurred, is AI.
Yeah.
Have you noticed how many people are commenting on our old photos that they are AI? They don't believe it. They don't believe it. I'm actually going to read a couple of them. It's actually crazy how sure people are that they're not real, our photos. So one is, this is really funny.
Oh, I can attest to they're real because I move those friggin' totes every.
Oh my God. to get
Home Depot loves us, those black and yellow totes full of photos.
So we have, that fly. Okay.
I told you
So
that fly was going to bother us all
there's
day.
a photo of us. We were in Vermont at a wedding. Oh, it's the one that we created for one of our Just a Kid videos. It's where I have the sweater
and I have the blue Patagonia.
You have the blue Patagonia and the pink shorts, and we're standing in front of like trees, and that was taken in Vermont, and I'm pretty sure it was 1990. So we did like to the Just a Kid trend, we dressed like the outfits, and my friend found my sweater, the same exact sweater from my photo, on eBay, and I bought it. So it's not my original sweater, but it's the exact same one, and it's the same thing with your top.
Yeah.
So we posted this video, and the comments, like, listen to this one. The amount of people that don't realize it's AI is astounding. We are all doomed. And it's a real fucking photo. Someone else wrote, on this video, the same photo, yes, AI can create any video and any situation as if it were real. It's sad that soon there will be nothing natural. Everything will be AI. This is our real photo. Like,
I love that you read the comments sort of like you read my letters in the last episode.
I can't help it. I think it's because I read like 100,000 books to our kids when they were growing up, and I get used to reading like with
the inflections.
Yes, like I get used to acting out what I'm reading. I can't help myself. So I'm reading as if I'm this like silly person. So these people this is total fake, AI created. It's just so funny. Like, we've been together for 40 years, and we've been married for 33, coming up on 33. Like, do people not think real old photos exist anymore? Like, now that you can create something with AI, do people not think we have photos of our youth that we can't pull out? And I don't know. For some reason, I feel like people. Okay, so how much AI do you see in your feed?
A lot.
Do you see a lot of like girls like that are AI creations?
No, I don't see it. It's more stupid stuff. It's like.
But do you feel like you know when it's AI?
I follow a lot of fishing accounts, so a lot of it is like unrealistic fishing stuff. Like there was a picture of like 15 marlin on a boat, and if you looked at it, like every marlin had the same facial expression. Like it was the same fish. And it's funny to say that they had when I was looking at it, I was trying to figure out what it was, and it was the facial expression. Like fish don't have facial expressions, but to me, that's what gave it away. Like it was just obvious that they had taken this fish and multiplied it and put it in so many different positions.
Yeah.
And I see that on a lot of fishing accounts. There's a lot of AI.
Uh-huh. Well, something that I keep seeing, and it's bizarre, and it's an example of the algorithm getting something really wrong. So, like in the last year, I've started seeing a lot of like older ladies. Like, I don't mean old like middle-aged like me. I mean elderly, like older ladies, like mashed up with like wearing bikinis with like porn bodies. And I'm like, and then in the comment sections, or like AI creations of like OnlyFans type stuff, but it's like, it says like right in the bio that it's an AI creation. But if you look at the comments, there's men interacting with these artificial creatures thinking that they're real. But the old lady porn boob thing it's so weird to me, and it occurred to me.
Not as weird as the fact that that's your algorithm.
Well, let me explain. So here's my theory. Here's my theory about why I started getting shown this stuff. It's so embarrassing. So in the last couple of years, I have started posting a little more of things that are nothing to do with our family, but just interesting to me personally, which is like aging and beauty related stuff. Like, so I've started posting some things in that regard, and I will look for hashtags to use, trying to find this audience, because I don't want to be pissing the people off who want to see like my family. So I'm trying to like use hashtag. I'm trying to like find this audience who's interested in the same things as me. So I would use hashtags like over 50 woman.
So that results in granny faces with
so
OnlyFans
I guess Instagram
bodies.
decided that I have a secret hankering for like these kinds of artificial it's embarrassing. And then I'm like so horrified that I can't help but like click and read the comments, because I'm like, okay, what is going on here?
So as soon
And-
as you click, it
And
pegs
so-
you.
Yes. Yes. So now, horrifyingly, Instagram apparently thinks I'm into like really old ladies.
It's not just Instagram. She is.
You're so funny. That's hilarious. But so it's just so fun. So I don't know, like, are these men who are commenting on these fake women accounts, like, do they not realize that they are artificially created, or do they not care?
Yes, because
Because
they're the
apparently-
same ones that I'm laughing at, that I'm picturing where they're sitting when they're making the hateful comments to you. Like, it's the same people.
Okay, but not necessarily. Like so Gary Vee talked about this, that he thinks in our lifetime people are going to be marrying AI creations. And there has been, I've seen a little bit of like, I don't like, there are people who, have you seen anybody say that they use ChatGPT as a therapist?
No.
Yeah, I have. And it's like, it's actually a little bit scary. But to me, like, what's more depressing than people seeing something that's obviously AI, even saying labeled as AI, and they either are not getting that it isn't real and acting as if it is real. They either really believe that it's real or they don't care. They know that it's not, but they're lonely and they're just gonna interact with this like created thing. So that was depressing enough, but now I keep seeing on our videos, people refuse to believe that a real old photo is a real photo. So talk about blurring the line. Like I don't know why, but I think that's sadder than doing it with intention and knowing that what you're talking to is fake. Like just refusing to believe that our photos are real. It's like sad.
Yeah, I
Do
guess.
people not think that there are old photos anymore and now everything is fake?
Apparently.
It's bizarre.
Apparently that's what we've come to.
It's bizarre.
What else you got there on your outline?
Oh my God, I forgot that I saved this when we were talking about dealing with like the hostility of some of like the online haters. I don't think I ever read this to you, but I've saved this and I found it in a folder. But on my 50th birthday, we were still living at the beach house. And it was my 50th birthday. I woke up in the morning, and how, like, on your birthday, you check your phone, and it's like, you feel the love, you got some birthday texts that you wake up to. So then I click on Instagram, and this was the message that I got on my 50th birthday. It's so fucking selfish to be having a child at 44. Pull your head in. I'm going to read with inflection. Your other kids will have to raise her while you go off and die. Or forget her name before she reaches adulthood. Good one, fuckhead.
Well, at least that's better than what I wrote you on your 50th, I hope.
But that's like an example of like the craziness. Oh my God, I forgot that I put that on my phone.
Fuckhead. I
Fuckhead.
love it.
Fuckhead. Yeah. Fuckhead. Yeah.
Hey,
that's
fuckhead.
Me. That's me.
That's my new pet name for you.
No. It's not.
Hey, fuckhead, can you get me a coffee?
Oh my God. All right.
At
So
least she
let's.
still remembers your name. Or you remember her name anyway, right?
Wait, what?
Avery? Is it Avery, our kid?
Who?
Fuckhead?
Do we have a kid?
Yeah, fuckhead, it's Avery.
Do we have a 9-year-old? Oh my God. Holy crap. So, okay. So back to the fakeness. There's also this idea that what is curated can't be real. Oh, there's a trend, and I'm actually going to do it. I actually think it's a good one. But it's like an older trend. I'm late to everything. But something like social media
Even
is
having
fake.
kids.
So I know I'm late. I'm so late to the party. I was the early and late. So this trend, I don't know if you've seen it because we have very different algorithms clearly, but
Yeah,
it goes,
I don't get grannies with hot bodies.
Oh my God, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my Explore page.
I don't want to see
Okay,
it.
yeah, you probably don't. Shoot, where was I? You distracted
An
me.
old trend that you're going to do.
So there's a trend. It started on TikTok, like most trends do, and then it finds its way eventually to the other platforms. But it goes, social media is fake, so here are some truths, and then you like tell things that people might not suspect or whatever. So this idea, it's the way that it starts with social media is fake, and I think a lot of it can be. I think people can very easily pretend to be something that they're not on social media.
I mean, we're doing good at being happy on social media.
I know. So far, we look happy today, right? Do we look happy enough? Do we look happy enough?
Well, hopefully people are just listening so they don't see how my stare at you, my death stare.
Oh my God. Well, so Obviously, some of it's fake. Like we were just talking about AI, that's clearly labeled fake and people still go with it. I think curation, like having a curated feed, is not necessarily the same thing as fake. So I think, like, to me, that's a distinction, because I think everybody, whether you have a private account or a public account, everybody chooses what they're going to share about. Everybody's curating. Even if you share really raw, authentic, like, things, you're still deciding, you're still curating which, nobody's life is a 24/7 documentary, right? So there's the parasocial thing. You know what parasocial, like parasocial relationships, have you heard that bantered around at all?
No.
So that is basically when you follow someone on social media and you start to feel like you know them. Like when you see someone, you feel like, oh, should I, like this, I do this. Like if I see somebody, if I meet somebody in person for the first time, like at an event or whatever, it feels almost weird to be like, so how was your vacation? Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're not, like you know stuff because it just feels like, I think our brains automatically, when we know little bits and pieces of someone's life, we automatically kind of fill it in and think that's like the whole of who they are. So maybe that's what people mean by fake. Like we're not sharing like our worst moments. We're not sharing our heartaches. We're not sharing, well, we do a little bit when they pertain to us. We don't share heartaches when they pertain to people that
surround us.
Yeah. Okay. So not that long ago, I don't want to talk too much about this because it's so sad, but there was a very public tragedy with a young TikToker.
I remember. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So it opened up a ton of conversation and videos and people stitching videos and people talking about this, where if you share a little bit of your life online, of your family, of your home, of your whatever it is that you share, and then something tragic happens, it's your fault that now you're under a microscope. It's all your fault because you shared your life. Nobody really shares their whole life. And I think the beauty of social media is that we can all share exactly what we want to share.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. It's curated.
It's boundaries, right?
Yeah.
It's like, curated doesn't mean fake. It means having boundaries. Like you've decided what you're going to share and you put a sort of a parameter around it. Like, this is what I share. So I thought of an analogy that I thought was a good analogy. Maybe you'll think it's stupid, but you tell me. So this idea that if you share pieces of your life with social media, that you've opened the door and now you just have to deal with people being curious and snooping, and people should be able to treat you badly because you have a public account. So you just have to accept all this now. So I thought about the kitchen tour local to us, and what that is a certain number of homes they open up their home and they like
it's a fundraiser. They stage it for the day. People buy
their
tickets.
Home. Usually it's like really beautiful homes, but they open up their home and they decide which parts of their home they're going to allow people to come in and like have a nosy at.
Yeah, it's usually kitchen and the powder room of the kitchen.
And like maybe some rooms that are adjacent to the kitchen. But you go, so there's like a map of the homes that you can visit. And if you love looking at beautiful homes, it's really fun. It's like really cool. It's like, It's a fun thing. But when you go in as a guest, there are very clear boundaries, which areas of the home are open to the public and which are not. And everything is staged and beautiful and well lit. And when you open your home for the kitchen tour, it's for a specific amount of time, and you've cleaned it up and you've staged it, and you are letting people look at very specific parts. So you open your home, you let guests come in, you decide what part of your home they're allowed to see, you stage it and make it look pretty, and it's very like kind of controlled, and you decide. And it's like they're guests. They're guests in your home. And people can't just go in there and be like, well, they're showing me their kitchen and their living room, therefore
where's the
I'm entitled to see their bathroom and their bedroom and their closet too. Like people can't just walk in there and start snooping where they're not invited, and they can't start saying rude or vile things, that they can't be hostile, they can't cause problems with the other guests, they can't do those things, or they get kicked out. So I feel like that's like a pretty good analogy for how I see social media. Like people who have public accounts choose what they're going to share, and they don't owe anybody anything else other than what they choose to share.
That's a great analogy.
So that's how I see it. And when this poor mom who had to live through this terrible tragedy, all these people saying like, she opened the door and now everyone's going to want like, no, that she's sharing what she chose to share. And a lot of people enjoyed it. And that's where just like, give her space. Like nobody's entitled to anything more than what someone chooses to share.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about that. But that's a good analogy.
That's a great analogy. You're producing something that you want people to see, and you're allowing them to see it, and everything else is like, it's like when you do a movie, the set's beautiful, everything looks great, but the producer's not turning around and showing everybody everything else that's going on to create that movie. Like you're only allowed to see what they want you to see. Mm-hmm. Like it's, and if you choose to go behind the scenes, then it's a behind the scenes thing. If you choose not to go behind the scenes, then like that part of your life remains private.
Right.
I mean, I feel like this platform gives us a little bit of an opportunity to talk more about stuff that we wouldn't necessarily share on social media. Like we talk.
Yeah.
It gives this is sort of a little behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. But none of my like curating what I share and what I don't share, what I'm comfortable sharing and what I'm not, it has nothing to do with pretending to be perfect. It's usually to do with protecting people I love. Like I'm not going to talk about other people's stuff. And like we are super close to our families. So it's very hard to like say, well, this is just for me. This is just my life. And this is like, it all blends together. So I have a lot of my recent stuff, and I'm starting a Substack. I haven't really announced that yet, but I am writing so much stuff for my Substack that really has very little to do with our family. And it doesn't even have much to do with us. I just have a lot to say about like my experience and my thoughts, my ideas, whatever you want to call it, about being in my 50s, being like now in a situation that I never really expected to be in, which is where I'm like a beauty influencer and I'm like talking about topics. Like I have a lot to say about certain topics. I'm going to save it for another episode. But anyway, I am starting a Substack and writing for that. And it's going to be like a lot about just about me and my own thoughts, like not much about you, not much about the kids.
Why not me?
Well, a little bit about you.
I need attention.
I feel like that you need attention. I know, you're so attention whore, such an attention whore. But
that's why I come prepared.
I feel like this podcast is better for the two of us. I don't know. We're going to see I'll see how it goes. But this is my very long-winded way of saying that when people talk about like sharing your family online or sharing your kids or whatever, I'm not like a super active poster. I'm not posting every day. So probably a week where I was posting a lot, let's say in a week, like a high posting week for me, I post 4 videos. Let's say it's 4. And they're 30 seconds each. So that's 4 30-second videos over the course of a week. So that's 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes of my life, right? And that's not even documentary style 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes of like what I'm intentionally creating, or maybe I'll post like, if it's something that's like a vlog or a documentary style, that's something like out of the ordinary. I don't usually post like daily life stuff that has to do with our kids or any of that.
Yeah.
So so if I posted 4 videos, that would be 2 minutes, most of which our kids probably are not in. If I post on stories, let's say that brings it up to 5 minutes. So we're talking about 5 minutes out of an entire week of living.
Such a small microcosm.
It's so small, but I don't know. I think people perceive it as more than it actually is. Like we're very clear on like the line between this is our private life and this is what we post. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? Go.
Well, yes, we are.
Go.
I don't blur the lines there. I blur the lines here sometimes.
That's fine.
That's why we started this, so we can be a little bit more blurry.
A little more blurry. What is that noise?
That's that fly. It's that.
Oh my God.
That T-Rex size fly is stuck somewhere right now.
It sounds like electronics, like a drill gun or something.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? No, that's the weed whacker outside.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a big ass fly. That's a fly
is big though.
Okay. Oh, another funny thing that people like to say about people with public accounts is narcissist. Oh, the 2 narcissists again in my feed, or oh, we need more attention, or
Well,
like
I just did say I need to be in your
you do,
Substack.
you do, yes, but you were kidding. You don't really want to be on my Substack. I think it can be true that I'm sure that there's people with like massive followings, or even like at the celebrity level, like people who thrive on like fame or being the center of attention or whatever. Would you say that that's me?
No.
Like probably the polar opposite.
Polar up. I mean, if that was you, you'd carry that out into the world with you as well. Like it would be all around. Like, and I mean, definitely not. Anybody who knows you personally knows that that is not you at all.
So somebody commented on, I think it was a video about our wedding, and somebody commented on, I can't remember the exact words, something about what a narcissist, as if a million people need to know about your wedding.
What was posted about our wedding?
It was an old video. So YouTube, sometimes things get reach that are really old. I don't know why, but like the algorithm will pick up something older. It was just something about, I made a video, it was on YouTube, it was, I don't even remember. It doesn't even matter. But this person decided that I was a narcissist because my wedding video had 1 million views. I clicked on this person's profile and they had a public account. So I don't know if people don't understand how it works, but like when you post something to a public account, it is not up to you if it's seen by 10 people or 1 million people. That's decided by like viewers and shares and that sort of thing.
It's called an algorithm.
Do you know what I mean? So like, yeah. So me and this person who called me a narcissist are literally doing the exact same thing, having a public account and posting what we want to post from our life like that. Like, but I'm a narcissist because my video got a bunch of views.
Well,
right?
that's like the comments I posted about setting up a tripod. Oh, you set up a tripod to the like. Yeah, like so does.
So I don't know if you realize this, but
95%
every single video you see involves a camera and likely a tripod. Like it's okay. If you're against it, maybe just get off social media because that's how people make videos. My God. But so back to doing this for attention. If that to me is like one of the downsides. I love connecting with people. I love some of the messages that I've gotten over the years that I like the one-on-one thing. Like when a person, like a real person sends me a message saying like, thank you for sharing about this. Like I shared a couple things about scoliosis and I got a lot of messages about that. That feels good. It feels good to have given somebody something that was helpful or information or I don't know, just shared that you have it too. So somebody it's not something a lot of people talk about.
But I mean, I feel like that's what you do with most of your social media is bring some kind of value, whether it's entertainment value and like the funny, stupid stuff we do, or it's like you talk about your skincare or what your routines are, or what you eat or what you don't eat. Like
have I ever posted what I eat? I don't think I have.
No, but
should I? Is that what you're telling me? Should I post what I eat?
No.
The mass attention thing, like going viral, that's not my thing. Like if anything, after that happens, I'll retreat for a little while. But I would say like my motivation for even starting this whole thing was, I'll go back to when Avery was a baby and I had my portrait business. And I made my account public. It was mostly private. Most of the time that I had the business and I was shooting clients, it was mostly private. Then I set it to public because I realized the number of hours that I worked at the studio. I didn't want to do that. And I was thinking like, okay, how can I shift my income, my career, what I'm doing to not be away from Avery so much? And when I realized how many aspiring photographers were on Instagram and they were starting to like follow me because I was posting, like I said, creative photos at the time, I started sort of inviting it. I started using hashtags and like doing things that would encourage people to follow me, not because I needed attention, but because I was like, this could be my next like source of income.
Transition.
Right. So I was thinking I'll either teach photography to these photographers that are following me, or I'll like sell actions. I'll sell photography related products. It will be something along those lines. And then as I shared my personal story a little bit more and more people started to follow, that was when brands came knocking. And I was like, oh, I can create content for brands. It just kind of snowballed that way. So it started out with just like the joy of connecting with people. Like then I have a folder full of the nicest messages from people that like really, that just more than outweigh like the garbage comments and messages that I get.
So there's more megabytes in the nice folder than in the negative
so
folder.
much more. So much more. But I think other people who do this would agree that the shitty ones hit hard sometimes. I don't like to be reminded of how much hostility there is in the world, and I don't like to be the target of it. Whether I believe what they're saying about me or not, it doesn't matter. But so back to, it was the connection, and then when the like TikTok stuff and the short form video and reels all happened, and we went viral a few times. There's things that come with that, like income opportunities and opportunities to go have experiences, to go to certain events. Like we went to like the book club premiere, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like we've had a lot of experiences and a lot of income come to us because of what I'm doing. And to me, that is the draw. Feeling like something I shared or talked about or did had a positive impact on people. I feel like I should read some of the notes, but I feel like that would be maybe a little bit too much tooting my own horn to like read love letters to me. So I'm not gonna, but I have a lot of them. So it's the feeling like I impacted somebody positively, and the experiences and the income that's benefited not just us, but our daughter and even our family to like a degree. The attention part of it, I don't see that as like the draw. I see that as the price to pay.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, because with attention comes good and bad and ugly.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's where the ugly comes in.
So
it's just, so when I read comments about like what an attention whore I am or what a narcissist, I'm like, ooh, if only they knew like how hard it is for me to like handle that part, you know?
And how hard it is for me to get you out of the house to go do things.
Oh my God. I know. Oh, and I want to talk about imposter syndrome because it's kind of related. Do you know what imposter syndrome is?
It's where you feel like you don't belong where you are.
Yeah. You feel like you're not worthy of something. And
you're worthy.
Well, okay. So I want to make a distinction because I think it was Gary Vee who said this, that imposter syndrome is really just a new term for insecurity. And I don't agree. If it was in fact him, somebody said it. I think it was him. To me, I think wouldn't you say I'm a secure, like I'm secure in myself? Like
Yes,
I'm secure.
Definitely.
So I don't handle being attacked very well, but it's not because I'm insecure. It's because I just don't like to be attacked. I don't like conflict. I don't like negativity. I just don't like it.
And you're not overly social, so to speak, but you're not insecure.
I would say I'm a pretty extreme introvert. But so this imposter syndrome being a new term for insecurity, I want to address that because I would say I'm extremely secure. But someone who's insecure to me is they don't feel like they're as good as other people. You feel inferior to other people. Like other people are here and you're down here. You're going to be okay?
Yep.
So that to me is insecurity. Imposter syndrome is like the flip side of that, where you're completely secure, but you don't necessarily feel worthy of being elevated above other people. To me, it's like a very different definition.
Yeah.
Or at least how I see it. So that being elevated above other people, it could be getting an award, it could be like a promotion at your career or whatever, or it could be getting a bunch of people following you. So I have imposter syndrome about that, even to this day, even after doing this for years. Like it happens even when like a big brand will give me like this incredible offer to create something for them. And I still go like, me? You want me to do that? Oh, okay. Like I'm still getting used to that.
Yeah. But I think it's because you are authentic in what you talk about, and you bring in authenticity to everything you do. Like and I think a lot of it shows in the brands that you've worked with. Like it's the amount of things that you've been offered that you've turned down just because they don't align with what you think or believe, or so it's.
We'd be so rich if it weren't for my stupid integrity. Think about it. 10 years of it, me saying no. Well, let's hear this in your words. Is it hard for me to post an ad?
Very.
Is it hard for me to post anything?
Very.
Not as much on other platforms, but Instagram is harder for me because that's where like everybody who knows us is. Like our kids, our nieces and nephews, my former photography clients, your coworkers, your friends, like everybody sees what we post. So it's like I have to like hype myself up to post even just something that's like I don't know. I don't mean like just like the regular photos, like the old Instagram stuff, like when I post a carousel of what we've been up to. Like that's totally fine. I'm talking about like
It's ads, it's silly stuff.
Ads or silly stuff or like trendy stuff. Like I get this like cringe. Not like I don't have a very active like cringe meter. Like I love like intentional cringe. I think it's funny. But I tend to be like, is the word empath? Like I tend to see things from other people's perspectives.
Well,
like what are these people going to think when I post this? They're going to think I lost my mind.
You feel other people's cringe.
It's
do. Like you when you're getting ready to post something that you think is cringy, which I never do.
You never do. You don't give a shit. I know.
I don't. But you will be like, oh, what are they going to think? And I'm like, I don't
but
care what they
interestingly,
think.
I don't care about the 500,000
masses,
strangers.
No, it's the people that you know.
It's like I have a voice inside my head that like, it's like, who does she think she is? And I imagine people saying it and I say it to myself, like, oh my God, am I really going to put, like, I don't know. It's hard, but like I have talked to so many people who are aspiring to have a social media following, whether it's because they want to, create content for brands like I do, or because they want to sell their own product they're designing, or they want to have more business for their small business or whatever. I feel like everybody goes through this. Like there's something really difficult about, forget like the cringe stuff, just like the trends and all the silly stuff that we've done, which is a lot of fun. I'm sorry, it is. It's just fun. It's just fun. I just sometimes worry about like, what are people going to think we lost our minds? Just the act of setting up a tripod, putting your phone on it, turning it on and being like, so, and like talking to like that is like a hard block to push past if you care at all what anyone thinks. Like it's just really hard. And I've talked to so many people who are aspiring to do this and it's such a block. Like I see video after video, especially on TikTok, like there are people who literally block their family and friends because it's so painful to feel judged and perceived in a negative way. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So,
and I watch you wrestle with it.
I'm better than I used to be.
You're way better.
I'm way better than I used to be. And I also try to remember the thing where we're literally specks of dust on a floating rock in space.
In such a minuscule point in time.
Like 50 years from now, no one's going to care what we posted. Not only that, most people aren't even going to remember who we are.
In a year from now, nobody's going to care what you posted.
So, I don't know. I guess my message for anyone listening who's worried about it is like, just push past it and don't let it like stop you from like living the life you want, because that you'll regret. You're not going to regret posting the stuff. You're going to regret maybe not, because if it could open doors for you or grow your business or whatever. So Larry has just informed me that we've been talking for an hour and a half, which is way over time. And we're only like halfway through what I wanted to talk about. So I think we have to do a social media part 2.
I think we do.
Oh my God. Because there's like,
and I'm sure when we / you listen back to this, you'll be like, wow, I should have talked about that.
I know, but what if...
So in addition to what you already know you want to talk about more, there's going to be things that you feel like, oh my God.
I was just about to launch into like a whole thing about like the behind the scenes of sponsored posts and ad campaigns and what it's like to work with an agency and work with brands, like really kind of like peel back the curtain on that a little bit. So we're out of time, but so we're going to talk about that next time. And the other thing that has been weighing on me that I've wanted to talk about a lot is the idea of kids and social media. Whether it's parents sharing their kids in their content, or kids getting a little older and like navigating them having their own social media. Like I have so much to say about this stuff, but you think we need to wrap it up? I
do, because I think it needs to be given the appropriate time.
Oh my God. But I think it's a wrap for today. So if you're enjoying our podcast, please leave a review or a rating. And if you have a question, you can either email us directly, or we also have a message form that's anonymous. If you want to send an anonymous question or suggestion, and both of those are in our show notes.
That's it.
And that's it. Thank you for listening again, and until next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.